It's time now for an in-depth look at the global markets on this Tuesday, and for that I'm joined on the line by Mr. Daniel Yu, global strategist at Kiwoom Securities. Mr. Yu, thank you for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, this week we'll see earnings in the U.S. from major tech companies, and there's apparently anticipation that earnings will be good, and that's led stocks on Wall Street higher Monday. Korean stocks mixed, but the Kospi higher. What's the story today?
Yes. As you've said, that continued growth in the IT sectors and some of the growth sectors indicates that the NASDAQ, including some of these IT sectors, will have very strong rally going into the future. Continuation of low interest rate environment is happening, and also the better than expected economic growth rates is expected on the 26th of this month. And NASDAQ is the heart of that growth sector. So therefore, there's continuation of interest. And as you can see, NASDAQ was up the most, S&P followed. And also there has been upgrade done by Goldman Sachs for DRAM industry that boosted the DRAM-related sectors' share price performance yesterday. Accordingly, Korean market also had shown some strong increase. It was up by about 0.4% for Kospi. However, though, there is a trust issue continuing remains to be high on bio sector, resulting into cost declining by 0.91%. As for Chinese market, with the new index was listed, the Shanghai's new Star Market Tech Board. With that, a lot of money is flowing into this index, while some selling has happened on the Shanghai and Shenzhen index yesterday. But today, they're recovering quite nicely. Shanghai is up 0.45%. Shenzhen is up 0.58%. Also, Nikkei, after the elections finished, it has shown quite a bit of strong movement. It was up 0.95% today.
Now, later today at the WTO in Geneva, discussions will begin on Japan's trade restrictions on Korea. Both countries have representatives there, so the whole world will be able to get to see them make their cases. Tell us more about that meeting and what should we be watching there in Geneva?
Sure. As you said, General Board of the WTO opens today in Geneva, Switzerland, with the participation of 164 countries around the world. Japanese export control issues will be discussed on a formal agenda by the request of Korea. It is 11th agenda among the total 14 agendas. The Korean government dispatched Kim Sung-ho, who is head of the Trade and Trade Strategy Department. He is known as a trade expert, hoping to get good results on this dispute between Korea and Japan on the heels of WTO. The ministry emphasized that Japan's measures is against the WTO agreement. Japan also is expected to dispatch Director of Economic Affairs of Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who is in charge of these issues. Korea's government is preparing quite a long statement in regards to WTO complaints. However, though, it is said that WTO will not make any decisions on the export control agenda of Japan directly at this point in time. Also, another thing that we need to watch out is that Japan is whether going to take another steps to exclude Korea from the list of the white countries list, which are the favored exporting countries. The government plans to send a written statement to the Japanese government that it is unfair to exclude Korea. We will see how that plays out. With the election, the Abe's party winning, we have to watch out whether this will escalate more or it will get better.
Yeah, this is just the start of a process that could take years if it went all the way through. In China, as you mentioned, Monday saw the launch of a new stock market that's being called the Chinese NASDAQ. In English, it's called the Star Market. The 25 stocks listed there on the first day rose an average of like 140%. What does this mean for people investing in the Chinese market?
Right. As you know, China and U.S. are in quite a big dispute in regards to this IT sector. As you know, that the property rights are key issues. With some of the regulation changes, and both countries are fighting over the number one position in regards to fourth industrial revolution era. Clearly, this new Shanghai's New Star Market Tech Board is quite important. And there have been 25 companies were listed on this one. And yesterday, these stocks were up more than 100% in one day. That's quite too much of the speculation, I think. However, though, it has declined today of about 10% or so. Volatility is quite highly expected. This market is clearly very speculative, and it is said that foreign investment is allowed. The QQ holders can invest into this index, but the retail investors are not allowed yet. So therefore, we think that more interest and more structure is required for foreign investors to participate into this. But the participation is not going to be anything significant for the time being unless the intellectual property rights the concerns are settled. U.S.-China trade dispute measures are, and we need to see that progress more. In any case, it is one segment that the Chinese is competing with the U.S., and it is very important sector to watch how it plays out in the future.
Got it, Mr. Yu. We'll have to leave it there for today, though. Thanks so much for your insights.
Thank you very much.